Chapter 1. Introduction to Computer System. Chapter Overview. Introduction. Hardware. Software. Introduction. A computer system is made up of both hardware and software. Hardware refers to the physical components that make up a computer system. Software is another term for a computer program. Software controls the computer and makes it to do useful work. Without software, a computer is useless, akin to a car without someone to drive it. Hardware. The hardware of a computer system is made up of a number of electronic devices connected together, such as a keyboard, monitor, and so on. Peripheral devices of a computer also come under the hardware of a computer system. They may be classified as input, output, processing and storage devices. Input devices. Input devices allow the user to put data into the computer. Some of the common input devices are described here. Keyboard. The keyboard is the most widely used input device. The QWERTY keyboard, so called because the keys Q, W, E, R, T and Y are adjacent to one another, is the commonest form of a keyboard. But other types of keyboards are also available, some being specially designed for people with special needs. Mouse. The mouse is used as a pointing device and to select options from menus. A tracker ball is used for the same purposes as a mouse and is popular on laptop computers. Light pen. Another input device called a light pen is used to point at a monitor, serving a similar function as a mouse. Touch screen. A touch-sensitive screen is a method of input based on touching a specially designed screen in particular places. It is typically used in an application where information can be obtained by touching menu options displayed on the screen, for example, ATMs. Optical Character Recognition (OCR). In order to automate processing such as payments, a form of input called optical character recognition was developed. An OCR device can scan a document and recognize characters. Originally, text had to be printed in a special OCR font for the OCR to operate. Magnetic Ink Character Recognition (MICR). MICR is similar to OCR, but this time the characters are not scanned optically. Instead, they are scanned magnetically as they have been printed with magnetized ink, each character having a very distinct shape. This is used on checks by banks to encode bank account numbers. Barcode Scanner. Barcode scanners are very popular input device in supermarkets storage devices. Long-term storage devices are also described as secondary, auxiliary, mass and external devices. The commonest forms of secondary storage devices are the following. Hard disk. The hard drive is also called the hard disk or fixed disk. It is always labeled as the C, D, E, F, etc. drive. It has several read or write heads that read and record data magnetically on platters, a stack of rotating disks inside the hard drive. Floppy disk drives or floppy disks. Modern floppy drives or diskettes 3.5-inch have evolved to a much smaller size with larger capacities. Today's standard 3.5-inch diskettes hold a formative capacity of 1.44 megabytes while still using the same basic technology of the second generation 8-inch drives. CD-ROM, compact disc read-only memory. CD-ROM is the low-cost storage medium with a very large capacity. Unlike disk storage, CD-ROM is a worm. Write once, read many times device. That is, it is a read-only storage device. CD-ROM uses the same technology as the compact audio disc or CD, and such discs can also be used in a CD-ROM drive. DVD-ROM. CD-ROMs are now being replaced by DVD-ROMs, digital versatile discs. DVD-ROM capacity ranges from 4.7 GB upwards 4.7 multiply 2 or 4.7 multiply 4 GB. These are also used for distributing films as a rival to videotape. A current PC will typically have a DVD drive which is also capable of reading conventional CDs. DVD-ROMs are also available which allow users to store files. Flash drive, pen drive. Flash drive is a compact device of the size of a small pen. It enables easy transport of data from one computer to another. This plug and play device simply plugs into a USB, universal serial bus of a computer. The computer detects it automatically as a removable drive. Its storage capacity ranges from 2 GB to 8 GB. Memory card, SD or MMC. SD or MMC stands for Secure Digital and Multimedia System software. System software is a set of programs that control the operations of a computer and devices attached with the computer. It creates links between the user and computer, as well as controls the execution of application programs. The examples of system software are as follows. Operating systems. Each time you start your computer, the computer loads the operating system OS into the computer's memory so that it can be used. The operating system acts as an interface or link between the user and the computer hardware. The Microsoft Windows, Macintosh OS, Linux, Unix, etc. are some commonly used operating systems. Utilities. Utility programs are generally fairly small. Each type has a specific job to do. Below are some descriptions of utilities. Antivirus applications protect your computer from the damage that can be caused by viruses and similar harmful programs. Compression utilities make files smaller for storage or sending over the internet and then enlarge them to their normal size. Data recovery utilities attempt to restore data and files that have been damaged or accidentally deleted. Disk defragmenters recognize the data stored on disk so that it is more efficiently arranged. Firewalls prevent outsiders from accessing your computer over a network such as the internet. Device drivers. A device driver is a specific type of computer software developed to allow interaction with hardware devices. Typically, this
Windows XP. Chapter Overview. Introduction. Windows XP. Control Panel. common do's and don'ts. Troubleshooting Windows. Introduction. An operating system, sometimes called an OS, is the main program the computer uses to function properly. Operating systems act as a link between you, the user, and the programs you use on a computer. Different types of computers use different types of operating systems. Windows XP. Most PCs run on an operating system called Windows. The Windows XP is the most popular version of Windows operating system. The operating system is what allows you as the user to access the information in the computer. Control panel. The control panel in Windows XP is where many of your administrative and configuration tools are located. To get to the control panel, do the following. Click on Start Control Panel or Start Settings Control Panel, depending on what start menu you are using. Here is an example of typical control panel tools. Your icons will vary depending on what you have installed in your system. Installing a software. The easiest way to go about installing software is to use CD Autorun. An Autorun CD plays itself automatically when you place it in your computer. Most computers and software support this feature. When you place the CD in the drive, there is a file on that CD that makes it automatically launch the setup program for that software. Another way to install software is to go to your Add Remove Programs utility located in the control panel. For Windows Vista, you would use programs and features present in control panel. From here, you would click on Add New Programs and then click the CD or floppy button. The computer will search your CD or floppy drive for the setup program for your software. If it can't be found or it is located somewhere else, it will give you the option to browse your computer to find the file. You can also type the path to the installation file from the Run box. If you go to Start then Run, you will have a place to type this in and click OK. Keep in mind that most Windows installation files will be called setup.exe. One final way to install software is to browse for the setup.exe or other installation files from your Windows Explorer or My Computer. Once you find your CD or floppy drive and locate the proper file, you can double-click it to start the installation. Once you start the installation, you should follow the instructions supplied with the software, since not all software installs the same. Uninstalling a software. To uninstall a software, perform the following steps. 1. Click Start button. 2. Click on Control Panel. The Control Panel window will appear. 3. Double-click on the Add or Remove Programs icon or Programs and Features utility. From here, you can find the software you want to remove from the list and then click on the option you want, such as Change, Uninstall, Remove or Repair. Just make sure that you don't have the software running or it won't let you uninstall it. Some softwares will put an icon in your Start menu programs that you can click to uninstall the software. It does the same thing as going to add or remove software. One thing to keep in mind when removing software is that you should go to My Computer and find the folder Troubleshooting Windows. Computer freezes. There are often times when you are working on a computer and it freezes. Freezing means that when the mouse and keyboard no longer affect the computer. This may happen for a number of reasons, including memory fill-up or glitches in the system. If your screen freezes or crashes, use these steps to unfreeze it. Sometimes these steps will not fix the situation, and that time the only thing left to do is turn the computer off by pushing the power button. Perform the following steps to unfreeze the computer. 1. Press Ctrl plus Alt plus Del. This will cause the computer to show a dialog box that lists the current applications that are running on the computer. Most likely, the application you are using will be listed here at the top, often with the phrase "not responding" behind it. This means that the particular application you are running has frozen and you need to shut this application down. Chapter 3. Mail Merging, Envelopes and Labels in MS Word 2007. Chapter Overview. Introduction. Using Mail Merge. Creating, printing and saving an envelope. Creating and printing labels. Introduction. In the previous classes, we have learnt about various features of MS Word. In this chapter, we shall learn about Mail Merge, creating envelopes and labels in MS Word. Using Mail Merge. Mail Merge is a fast way of combining an address or a mailing list with a pre-typed letter to do large mailing. In order to do a mail merge, you have to have two documents already set up. Your first document is a list of names and addresses called the data source, and the second is the letter you will merge the names and addresses with, called the main document. The mail merge process involves the following steps. Creating a main document. Connecting the main document to a data source. Choosing the recipients. Adding placeholders to the main document. Previewing and completing mail merge. Creating the main document. The main document contains all the text and graphical materials that are same for every document. To create a main document. 1. Open a blank document. 2. On the Mailing tab, under the Start Mail Merge group, click Start Mail Merge. You can select the type of document you want to create from the drop-down list. Here, we select the letters option from the drop-down list. 3. Add some text in the document that acts as a letter. 4. Click the Save button. 5. The Save As dialog box appears. This document acts as a data source for your further mail merge steps. Here, we save the document with the name Main Document. 6. Click the Save button. As a result, the letter is saved at the desired location. This completes our first step of creating a main document for the mail merge process. Connecting the main document to a data source. This is done to merge all the information of the letter with the various records or recipients to whom this letter is to be sent. Let us perform the following steps to connect the main document to a data source. 1. On the Mailings tab, under the Start Mail Merge group, click Select Recipients. A drop-down list appears. 2. Click Type New List from the drop-down list. A new address list dialog box appears. 3. Click Customize Columns button. 4. Customize Address List box will appear. Here, add required fields and remove unwanted fields. Click the OK button. A new address list dialog box reappears. 5. Insert the required recipients named with addresses. After completing a full entry, click the New Entry to enter new name with address. 6. After inserting all the entries, click the OK button. 7. Save Address List box will appear. 8. Give the name to the address list as we have given it recipient's name. 9. Creating, printing and saving an envelope. Envelope is used to post the typed letter to the recipient. To create, print or save an envelope, do the following. 1. On the Mailing tab in the Create group, click Envelopes. 2. In the Delivery address box, type the mailing address. 3. If you want to format the text, select the text. Right-click the selected text and then click Font on the shortcut menu. 4. In the Return address box, type the return address or use the pre-configured one. 5. If you want to keep the return address for future use but don't want to include it on the current envelope, select the Omit check box. 6. After this, do one of the following. If you want to print the envelope without saving it for reuse, insert an envelope in the printer as shown in the feed box and then click Print. If you want to save the envelope for reuse, click Add to Document and then click the Microsoft Office button, click Save As and type a name for the document. Word adds the envelope to the current document as page 1. If you want, you can use the rest of the document for typing correspondence that will automatically be stored with the envelope. To print the envelope, insert an envelope in the printer as shown in the feed box. On the Printing option, tap in the Envelope Options dialog box. Click Add to Document and then click Print. Note: if you want to print the envelope without printing the rest of the document, enter page 1 in the Print dialog box. In the Page Range section of the Print dialog box, click Pages and then type 1 in the Pages box. Creating and printing labels. You can use the Mail Merge feature in Word 2007 to create labels. Word
1.
Chapter 4 PowerPoint 2007 Chapter Overview Introduction Clip Arts Media Clips Animation Effects Transition Effects Setting up the slideshow Running a slideshow Introduction PowerPoint is a presentation program based on sequential collection of slides. Each slide contains some information in the form of text or graphics. Graphics such as pictures, movie clips, etc. make a presentation more clear and interesting, and sound effects make a presentation more lively. PowerPoint includes a wide range of animation effects which applies motion to the text or objects. Animation effects enhance the appearance of the slide in the presentation. Finally, the slideshow delivers your presentation in front of the audience. Clip art. Clip art are the ready-made images used to illustrate any medium. PowerPoint contains a collection of clip art such as illustrations, borders, backgrounds, auto shapes, and much more. Inserting a clip art. 1. Click the Insert tab on the ribbon. 2. Click the Clip Art button in the Illustration group. The Clip Art task pane opens at the right of the PowerPoint window. 3. If you know the name of the clip, enter the clip name in the Search for text box. Note: you can click plus button to expand the location and minus button to shrink the location. 4. To specify the search location, select the location from the Search in list box. 5. To specify the file types that are being searched, select the file type from the results. Note: if you select the All Media Types checkbox, all the checkboxes such as clip art, photographs, movies, and sound automatically get selected. 6. Click the Go button. The clips for the specified clip name are listed in the Contents pane. 7. Double-click a clip art that you want to insert in your presentation from the collections in the context menu. Media Clips. The media clips are nothing but the movie and sound clips. These are used to view movies and listen to audios which make the presentation more attractive. Inserting a movie clip. 1. Click the Insert tab on the ribbon. 2. Click the down arrow on the movie button in the Media Clips group. 3. Select Movie from File to insert movie from file stored. Note: selecting movie from Clip Organizer allows you to insert the movie clip from the Clip Art task pane to the presentation slide. 5. Select the movie file that you want to insert in the presentation. 6. Click the OK button. A message box appears asking you to choose the option about how you want to start the movie in the slideshow. 7. Click either the Automatically to start the movie automatically or the When clicked button to start the movie after clicking the mouse button. Inserting a sound clip. 1. Click the Insert tab on the ribbon. 2. Click the down arrow on the Sound button in the Media Clips group. 3. Select Sound from File to insert the sound file stored in your computer. The Insert Sound dialog box opens. Note: selecting sound from Clip Organizer allows you to insert the sound clip from the Clip Art task pane in the presentation slide. Selecting Play CD audio track allows you to play the audio CD during the presentation whereas selecting Transition effects. The transition effects allow you to specify how you want to navigate from one slide to the other. The transition effect appears after vanishing of the first slide and before the second slide appears. Changing a transition style. 1. Open the presentation file containing 2 or more slides. 2. Select a slide thumbnail from the pane containing the Slides and Outline tab. 3. Click the Animations tab on the ribbon. 4. Click the More button in the Transition to this slide group. A quick styles list appears with a variety of styles. 5. Select the transition style from the palette. The transition style gets applied. Changing the transition speed. 1. Open the presentation file containing 2 or more slides. 2. Select the slide thumbnail from the pane containing Slides and Outline tab, for which you want to change the transition speed. 3. Click the Animations tab from the ribbon. 4. Click the down arrow on the Transition Speed button in the Transition to this slide group. 5. Select the speed position from the drop-down list. Adding a transition sound. 1. Open a presentation. Select the slide thumbnail from the Slide and Outline tab. 2. Click the Animations tab on the ribbon. 3. Click the down arrow on the Transition Sound button in the Transition to this slide group. 4. Select the transition sound from the drop-down list that you want to insert into your presentation. To remove the transition style, select the No Transition style in the No Transition area, or to remove transition effect from all the slides, click the Apply to All button in the Transition to this slide. Setting up the slideshow. 1. Open a presentation. 2. Click the Slideshow tab on the ribbon. 3. Click the Setup Slideshow button in the Setup group. The Setup Show dialog box appears. 4. Select the Radio button in the Show Type group to specify how you want to show your presentation to the audience. Presented by a speaker. To deliver the presentation in front of the audience. Browsed by an individual. To view the presentation from hard disk, CD or the internet. Browsed by kiosk. To deliver a self-running presentation at the kiosk such as touch screen monitor. 5. Select the radio button in the Show Slide group to specify which slide you want to include in the slideshow. All. To present all the slides in the slideshow presentation. From. To specify a group of slides you want to present in the slideshow. Custom Show. To show the presentation derived from another PowerPoint presentation. 6. You can also select one of the following options in the Show option group. Loop continuously until escape. ESC. MS Excel 2007. Chapter Overview, Introduction, Starting MS Excel, MS Excel Screen Elements, Creating a new worksheet, Saving a worksheet, Opening an existing workbook, Closing the current worksheet, Viewing a worksheet before printing, Printing a worksheet or workbook, Quitting MS Excel. Introduction. MS Excel 2007 is a spreadsheet or worksheet program. A spreadsheet is an electronic document that stores various types of data. There are vertical columns and horizontal rows. A cell is where the column and row intersect. A cell can contain data and can be used in calculations of data within the spreadsheet. An Excel spreadsheet can contain workbooks and worksheets. The workbook is a holder for related worksheets. Starting MS Excel. Click Start. All programs, Microsoft Office, Microsoft Office Excel 2007. The Excel window will open. MS Excel Screen Elements. Let's know about some important components of MS Excel window. Ribbon. It is a group of various command buttons and icons. The commands are organized as a set of tabs in the ribbon where each tab group has relevant commands. Microsoft Office button. It is displayed on the top left corner of the Excel window. It contains various commands such as New, Open, Save, etc. Title bar. It is displayed on the top of the Excel window. It shows the name of the workbook. For example, Book 1, Microsoft Excel by default. Quick Access toolbar. It is placed beside the Office button. It is used to access various common commands of Excel such as New, Open, Save, Undo, Redo, etc. Formula bar. It is displayed to the right of the cell name box. It displays the cell contents along with the formula written for that particular cell. Expand formula bar button. This button allows you to expand the formula bar. This is helpful when you either have a long formula or a large piece of the text in a cell. Worksheet navigation tabs. By default, every workbook has 3 sheets. You are able to navigate the sheets by clicking on the Sheet tab. Command tabs. They are placed below the title bar. There are various command tabs within the ribbon such as Home, Insert, Page Layouts, etc. Super Tool Kits. These are the pop-ups boxes that provide information associated with the buttons and the menus. Name box. It is displayed to the left of the formula bar. It generally shows the address of the active cell and also displays the name of selected cell, object and range. Work area. The work area is the collection of rows and columns in the form of cells. This is the place where you store all your information. Printing a worksheet or workbook. 1. Open a file that you want to print. 2. Click on Office button. A drop-down menu appears. 3. Move the pointer over Print option. Another menu will appear. 4. Click the Print option from the menu. 5. Print dialog box will open. 6. Under the Print What section, select any one radio button. Selection: to print only selected portion of the worksheet. Active sheets: to print the currently open sheet. Entire workbook: to print entire workbook containing all the sheets. Table: to print tables only on the worksheet. Ignore print area: to ignore defined print area while printing. 7. Under the Print Range section, select any one radio button. All: to print all pages of a worksheet or workbook. Pages option: to specify the starting page from which Chapter 6 Editing in MS Excel 2007. Chapter Overview. Introduction. Entering data into a cell. Selecting cells. Modifying cell data. Editing cell data. Inserting cells, row or column. Deleting cells, row or column. Resizing column or row. Freezing row and column. Introduction. Excel worksheet is generally used for storing records and data. Excel maintains data in tabular format. Files in Excel are called workbooks. Each workbook can contain many worksheets that contain the data. Entering data into a cell. 1. Click on the cell into which you want to enter data in the worksheet. 2. Start typing the data. The data you have entered in the active cell will also be displayed in the formula bar. You can press Tab key, press Enter key to come to next row or use arrow keys to move in the cells. Selecting cells. Cells in Excel can be selected to perform multiple operations such as editing or formatting. Selection. 1. Single cell. 2. Range of cells. 3. Entire row or column. 4. Entire worksheet. Action. Click on the center of the cell. Click the first cell keeping the mouse button pressed and drag to the last cell. Click on the header of particular row or column. Click the Edit, select All or press Ctrl+A. Keyboard shortcut. To select the range of cells, press Shift+Arrow key. To select multiple non-contiguous cells, press Ctrl key and click the respective cells that you want to select. Modifying cell data. 1. To override previous data, select the cell which you want to edit and type new data and press the Enter key. 2. To partially modify the data, press F2 key or double-click in the cell to be edited and press Enter key. Editing cell data. Undo, redo, copy, move and delete commands are used for editing cell data. Undo and redo. The undo and redo buttons are present on the Quick Access toolbar. The undo command helps reverse all the last actions you have performed, whereas redo command becomes active only after using undo. It repeats the last executed commands. Keyboard shortcut. Press Ctrl+Z to undo any action and Ctrl+Y to redo any action. Copying data using copy and paste commands. Copy and paste commands are used for copying data. 1. Select the cell or range of cells containing the data to be copied. 2. Click the Home tab, Clipboard Group, Copy button. 3. Resizing column or row. Resizing a column or row makes the data fit completely into them. Changing column width or row height. 1. Move the mouse pointer over the border of the heading of the column whose width you want to change. 2. Click the Home tab, Cells Group, Format button, Column width or row height. The column width or row height dialog box will appear. 3. After changing the width or height, click the OK button. Note: the default width of the column is 8.43 and default height of the row is 15. Freezing row or column. The freezing option helps freeze row or column so that you can see them after scrolling a whole. Introduction to QBasic. Chapter Overview. Introduction. Starting QBasic. Elements of QBasic window. Terms frequently used in QBasic. Menu commands in QBasic. Statements or commands in QBasic. Creating, running, saving and printing a program. Introduction. BASIC is a high-level language that was developed in 1964 by John Kameny and Thomas Kurtz at the Dartmouth College in the USA. It is one of the most popular programming languages because it is easy to learn and use. There are different versions of BASIC such as GW Basic, Turbo Basic, Quick Basic, Q Basic, Visual Basic, etc. Q Basic is an advanced version of BASIC. Starting Q Basic. Double-click the Q Basic icon on the desktop or find QBasic.exe file in your computer and open it. Press Escape key to hide the Welcome dialog box and get into Editor's window. Elements of QBasic window. QBasic screen is divided into 5 parts. 1. Title bar. It holds the name of the current program, uses untitled until given a name. 2. Menu bar. It is placed at the top of the screen and shows the name of the program. 3. Program window. It is a place where programs are typed in. 4. Immediate window. It is used to execute statements directly instead of in a program. 5. Status bar. It is placed at the bottom and holds information that changes over time. List important key sequences, cursor location, etc. Terms frequently used in QBasic. Statement or command. Instructions given to the computer are called statements. An instruction is used to do something. These words can be used interchangeably most of the time. Keyword. It is a word that is a part of the QBasic language. When you type a keyword, QBasic will automatically capitalize it for you. Keywords are used to identify commands and their parts. Note that you cannot make a named constant or variable with the same name as a QBasic keyword. String. It is a set of characters. In QBasic, strings have quotation marks around them. For example, Anand. Number. It presents numeric value. This can be subdivided into integer, long integer, etc. Constant. It is a value, string or number that cannot change. Variable. It is a holder for a string or number. Variables can have a typed suffix that is added to the end of the name to identify what data it holds. Non-suffixed variables defaults as single. Strings are, integers are percentage, long integers are and, singles are and doubles are hash. Operator. It is one of the built-in math operations. They range from arithmetic operators, relation operators, and Boolean binary operators. Goto. GOTO is a command that tells the computer to go to another place in the program and continue executing the statements. GOTO tells the computer to find a line number or label and start reading from there. Syntax. GOTO, line, label or number. Example, CLS. 10 print, welcome. 20 print, in computer lab. Go to 10. Go to 20. End. End. The end command quits or ends the program and returns to the QBasic editor. This command is given at the end of the program as the last line. Assignment statement. Let. The let command assigns a value to a variable. Variable is the name of any type of variable, while expression is an expression of the same type of variable, number or string. Syntax. Let variable is equal to expression. Example, CLS. Let A equals to 4. Let B is equal to 6. Let C is equal to 9. Let D is equal to A plus B plus C. Print. The result of addition is D. End. Input statements. Input. The input statement reads data from the user and stores it to a memory variable. It lets the user input the value of a variable or variables. Syntax. Input. Variable. Example, CLS. Input A. Input B. Input C. Let D is equal to A plus B plus C. Print D. End. Output. QBasic Functions. Chapter Overview. Introduction. Types of functions. String functions. Numeric functions. Introduction. Functions simply means the process that gives a result. So functions simply takes some input and gives some output. We can store those output in variables and use it in our programs. Functions are always in uppercase. Functions need to be given some inputs in a special predetermined format called syntax. QBasic has various inbuilt functions. Types of functions. There are basically two types of functions: string functions, numerical functions. String functions. String is a combination of number and alphabet. Functions which form using these strings are called string functions. Lefts and rights. Lefts take a certain number of characters from the left, whereas rights take a certain number of characters from the right. Syntax. Lefts, string, number of characters. Rights, string, number of characters. Example: CLS. Print lefts, welcome 4. Print rights, welcome 2. End. Mids. Mid takes specific number of characters from the middle of a string. Syntax. Mids, string, number of characters. Examples: CLS. A is equal to 1, 2, 3. B is equal to mid. A 5, 3. Print B. End. L cases and U cases. If you need to convert a string to all uppercase or all lowercase, U case and L case functions are used respectively. Syntax. L case, string. U case, string. Example: CLS. A is equal to fly away with me. Print A. Print U cases A. Print L cases A. End. Strings. String allows us to repeat a character a number of times. Syntax. String, number, character. Example: CLS. Print star. B is equal to strings 10 star. Print B. Space. Space is used to produce the specified number of space. Syntax. Space, number. Example: CLS. Print A space 20. B. End. Len. Len gives you the length of a string. Len gives you the length of a string. Syntax. Len, string. Example: CLS. A is equal to hello. Print len. A. End. In the above example, the output will be 5 since the word hello has 5 characters. INSTR. INSTR lets you search for a string in another string. If it finds the string, it will tell you where it is. Syntax. INSTR means Chapter 9 Internet Explorer Basics. Chapter Overview. Introduction. Connecting to the Internet. Setting a home page. Searching on World Wide Web. Copying text to the web. Copying or saving image from the web. Saving a web page. Printing web documents. Adding favorites. Introduction. The Internet is a communication system that allows computers around the world to communicate and to exchange data with each other. This also allows access to their resources such as files, services, or other people. Connecting to the Internet. To connect to the Internet, we require the following. 1. Computer. 2. Modem. 3. Internet service provider. 4. Web browser. Modem. A modem is a device that converts data into a format that can be transferred via telephone lines or can be read by a computer. Some of the different types of modems are internal, external voice or data, and fax modems. Internet Service Providers (ISPs). Internet service providers are companies that provide access to the Internet for a monthly fee. The ISP software package usually includes username, a unique name used to gain access to a computer system, password, a combination of keyboard characters. It is important to keep passwords secret. Web browsers. Web browser is a piece of software used to navigate the web. The two most popular web browsers are Microsoft Internet Explorer, Netscape Navigator. Web browser basics. Let's learn about some basic tools of a web browser. The back button takes you back to whatever document you were previously viewing. The forward button takes you forward to the next document if you have previously browsed multiple documents and had then backed up to the page you are currently viewing. The stop button stops any current operations by Internet Explorer. It will stop any type of file from loading. To visit a web page, type the URL in the address bar and click the Go button or simply hit the Enter key on your keyboard. The refresh button reloads the current document that you are viewing. The home button will return you to the page you have selected as the default startup page for Internet Explorer. The search button will take you to the page you have selected as the default web search page for Internet Explorer. The favorites button will open up the web pages which you have added in the favorite list. The print button will bring up a print dialog box. Setting a home page. The home page is the first page you see when you start Internet Explorer. 1. Choose Tools. Internet Options. The Options dialog box opens. 2. Click the Main tab and type a new URL in the Home Page section. Or, if you like the current page and want to set it as your new home page, click the Use Current Page button or The Use Blank button sets a blank page as your home page.